As evening shadows stretch across the yard, the small wooden stage awaits a magical performance under starlight. Lanterns sway above the stage, turning the garden into a tiny theater filled with wonder. Every chair is set in a neat row, ready for friends to gather and laugh together. Soon after, Timmy and Max begin arranging their props with excitement, preparing for the grand magic show. They place the delicious cake center stage, the secret ingredient for Timmy's most anticipated disappearing magic act. The cake looks perfect beneath the lantern glow, soft, creamy, and dangerously tempting to Buddy. Timmy taps the table with pride, imagining the gasps that will follow his amazing trick. Meanwhile, the mischievous Buddy Popcorn watches intently from the shadows, his eyes fixed on the sweet treat. Then, Timmy turns to grab his tall silk hat, completely unaware of the approaching puppy behind him. Max checks the curtain ropes while trying not to stare too long at the beautiful cake. Buddy lowers his body and tiptoes forward, pretending the whole garden cannot see him. At that moment, the hungry little dog creeps silently toward the table, guided by the sweet scent. By now, Max watches with a giggle, thinking the show is already off to a funny start. Suddenly, the cake disappears into thin air, gobbled up by the crafty dog in a flash. For the audience, it seems like magic, but for Buddy, it is only a delicious opportunity. The empty plate gleams under the lamp, holding the entire mystery in plain sight. Gradually, Timmy turns back to the table, his eyes widening in shock at the completely empty plate. One moment later, Max points at the guilty puppy, whose whiskers are now covered in cake crumbs. As the realization hits, Timmy stares down at the puppy, who looks back with an innocent gaze. Buddy blinks twice, wagging his tail as if he has helped make the trick more convincing. Timmy points to the hat, then to the plate, unable to believe his own act has vanished. Then, the energetic puppy begins to dash in circles around the table, evading the confused young magician. In the midst of the chaos, Timmy tries to catch the little rascal before he runs away. Chairs wobble, ribbons flutter, and the little stage becomes a whirlwind of comic confusion. Max laughs so hard that he nearly drops the wand he was supposed to hold. At that moment, a trail of cake crumbs left on the ground leads them directly to the little culprit. Step by step, he follows the evidence, finding pieces of the cake scattered along the garden path. Gradually, the absurdity of the situation makes Max burst into a fit of uncontrollable, happy laughter. The crumbs shine like tiny clues beneath the lamplight, guiding Timmy along the path. Every step makes the mystery clearer, though Buddy still believes his hiding place is clever. A moment later, the puppy ducks under the garden bench, thinking he is perfectly hidden from view. When he finally leans down, he spots the little dog with cream still on his nose. In this hilarious scene, the dog's cream-filled whiskers are the final proof of his sweet crime. Timmy folds his arms, but his stern expression melts the moment Buddy sneezes softly. Max claps once, declaring that the puppy has performed the greatest disappearing act of all. Then, the frustration fades into affection as Timmy gently cleans the crumbs off the puppy's face. Afterward, the two friends sit on the grass, looking up at the twinkling night sky together. Instead of scolding him, Timmy sighs and accepts that the show has found its real star. Buddy licks his lips again, clearly hoping that another cake might appear by magic. At that time, Max offers a cold glass of lemonade, making sure Timmy feels better after his lost act. At that moment, the refreshing drink cools him down as he reflects on the funny, unexpected magic show. The lemonade tastes bright and cool, replacing disappointment with a calm, cheerful sweetness. Above them, the stars glitter like tiny stage lights for the quiet second act. Beside the porch, the sleepy puppy rests soundly, completely satisfied after his sneaky, cake-filled feast today. In the gentle breeze, the golden light of the oil lamp flickers like a quiet, comforting evening heartbeat. As the daylight fully fades, Timmy begins to explain how he planned the trick to work. Timmy describes the hidden tray, the secret cloth, and the careful timing he had practiced. Max listens closely, nodding with respect, though he cannot stop smiling at the mistake. As the evening becomes a warm memory, Max smiles warmly, listening to Timmy's funny, failed magic show plans. As the house grows warm, the cozy glow from the house window fills the yard with peace.
I guess he
After
wanted
the
to
simple
participate
meal,
in the act
Buddy
too.
stretches slowly, feeling the cool night air brush against his fur. As evening gently settles, Timmy starts to pack away the magic stage props with great care. He rolls the wand in a soft cloth, protecting it for another performance someday soon. The folded red curtain carries a faint scent of cake, smoke, and evening grass. Then, the red cloth is carefully folded,
Tonight
marking
was
the end of
certainly
a very
magical,
unexpected,
if not
magical
messy,
day.
night.
Finally, the
I
little
wouldn't have
dog
it any
shakes
other
his
way with
ears,
you two.
waking up from his nap just as they finish. Like close friends, they walk back home under the beautiful, calm night sky together. Then, the last flame is extinguished, leaving the yard in a soft, peaceful, and quiet darkness. Buddy pads
Good
beside
night
them
to our
proudly,
little magical
certain he has earned a
stage.
permanent place in
Good
future
night,
shows.
and we
The
will
path
do
home
better
feels
next
gentle
time.
and familiar, washed in silver moonlight and easy laughter. Afterward, he lingers for a moment, remembering the funny chaos that happened right here tonight. At that moment, the dog trots along, wagging his tail as if proud of his little magic trick.
I think the wind
Beside
is
the
best
porch,
magician
the bright
tonight.
moonlight illuminates the empty
Everything is
stage
always
as they walk
magical
away
with
in
the two of
peace.
you.
As evening settles, Timmy touches the table one last time before finally heading inside for rest. Tomorrow, Timmy knows he will rebuild the trick, this time with a safer cake box. Max suggests calling it the vanishing puppy cake, and Timmy finally laughs without
What
holding
will you
back.
plan for the next
Timmy
show?
also writes a small
Maybe
note to
something with
himself,
apples,
promising
but
that
I
every
will keep
future
them
cake
high.
must stay covered until showtime. Max places the wand beside the hat, hoping the next performance will be funny for the right reasons. Buddy, however, curls closer to the porch, dreaming proudly of the applause he thinks he received tonight. The little stage keeps all of this inside
The
its
garden
wooden boards,
really looks like
a
magic
diary
at
written in
night.
moonlight.
It is magic.
Even the garden path
especially
seems
with the
brighter
three
after
of
the
us.
laughter, holding the footprints of friends who forgave each other. Somewhere beyond the fence, a nightbird calls, adding one last note to the comedy. Nothing about the show went as planned, yet everyone carries home a sweeter memory than the cake itself. Then, the little dog
We
seems
should
to
keep
wave
the
goodbye
stage
to his
ready for
favorite place of
tomorrow.
the day.
I will
Meanwhile,
keep the cake away
the garden
until
remains
the very
quiet
last
and
second.
beautiful, waiting for tomorrow's new, happy adventures. Afterward, the gentle breeze blows through the trees, singing a soft lullaby to the night. At that time, the stage slowly disappears into the shadows, keeping its secrets for another night. At that moment,
you ready
the
for a
stars
full
shine
night
down
of
on the garden,
rest?
watching over the
Yes,
sleeping home
I
below
dream
them.
of
The
better
garden
tricks
bench
than
keeps
this
the
one.
secret of the hiding puppy, quiet beneath the moonlit leaves. The empty plate remains on the table, shining like a comic medal from the night. Gradually, the grass marks the little paw's journey, a reminder of the night's fun adventures. Afterward, the falling leaves land softly,
Good
covering
night,
the
Max
tracks
and
where the
Buddy.
cake once stood today.
Good night, Timmy.
At that
See you in
time,
the morning.
the garden feels like a secret place, full of memories of the day's laughter. A little later, the fireflies dance in the garden, lighting up the area with soft sparkles. Meanwhile, the moonlight plays with the shadows on the ground, creating beautiful patterns everywhere. Fireflies
What
circle
a
the
funny
stage like a
day we have
tiny
had
audience that
together.
refuses to leave
was
after
the
the show.
most fun
The
I
red
have
cloth
had in a
flutters
while.
once, as though bowing to the unforgettable performance of Buddy. At the same time, the breeze makes the red cloth move, like a ghost of the magic trick.
He
Gradually,
must be dreaming
the
of
garden
the cake
settles
he
into a
ate today.
deep, restful
He
sleep
certainly
as the night
is.
deepens.
The little thief is
Slowly,
smiling.
the shadows stretch longer, embracing the whole garden in a quiet, cool blanket. Beside the porch, the trees continue to whisper softly as the cool night wind blows. As evening settles, the little dog looks at the moon, feeling
Sleep
sleepy
well, my
and
friend.
wonderfully content. Then, the
Sleep
house settles
well.
into
See
a
you tomorrow
quiet,
morning.
peaceful, and warm slumber for the night. Inside the cottage, soft blankets wait for tired friends after their long, silly adventure. Buddy dreams of frosting clouds, crumb roads, and cakes that politely disappear into his mouth. As the warm kitchen appears in dreams, the moonlight keeps everything safe and soundly asleep. After a simple meal in his dream, the dog twitches his legs, chasing phantom cakes in his sleep. As evening settles, the night grows quieter, wrapping the world in a soft velvet silence. Then, the stars shine brighter, guiding the dreams of those in the small home. As the house grows warm, the wind gently whispers a sweet goodbye to the night. The house gives a small wooden creak, settling comfortably around everyone inside. Outside, the moon keeps watch over the stage, the crumbs, and the quiet garden. Gradually, the moonbeams paint the ground, turning the garden into a beautiful dreamscape. Afterward, the grass dances in the dark, swaying along to the rhythm of the night. At that moment, the garden is a world of its own, safe and calm under starlight. As evening settles, the night slowly drifts by, bringing calm to the tired little hearts. Then, another leaf falls, marking time in the quiet, empty, and beautiful garden. By morning, the memory of the cake will become a story told with bright laughter. Timmy will prepare a new plan, wiser now, yet still full of theatrical hope. At that time, the stage sits in the moonlight, quiet and peaceful under the trees. At that moment, the fireflies provide a tiny light show for the quiet garden tonight. Gradually, the wind sings a soft, final song to the garden before sleep. As evening settles, the moonlight covers everything in a silver glow, calm and beautiful. At that time, the trees stand tall and protective, guarding the garden in their quiet slumber. The stage, though empty, seems to smile beneath the last blue shimmer of night. All the props rest safely, waiting for another chance to turn mistakes